Hey guys, SkittleRampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So we're on episode 2 of the moving series. So if you missed the last part, we got rid of all the Marvel, DC, and then just some other miscellaneous stuff over there. We tore down there was some pictures here. I had comic covers up, so we pretty much did all that. It was like a 30-minute part for episode 1, so make sure to go check that out. I'll have a link down below. It was a really good part. We got a lot done. I had a lot of people saying that they wanted to see me tear down Naruto and Dragon Ball next. What I think we might do, just because these shelves aren't as crazy as the Spider-Man was, for example, I think we might be able to do all 3 of these shelves in one, because we still have the One Piece shelf, and then we have those 2 shelves over there as well to do in more parts. Okay, so for starters, I like to give you kind of like a lay of the land, what everything looks like. So not too much has changed from the last video in terms of what it's like, because I kind of want to record and, get as much footage for you guys of the whole process. So these are all the pops that were in that shelf there, and then some stuff hanging up on the walls and all that. And then this is what we're going to be tearing down. This is a big portion of my anime collection here. We have Dragon Ball, Attack on Titan, some Naruto up top that leads down to the bottom, and then some other miscellaneous stuff, Tokyo Ghoul, Bleach, and then Hunter x Hunter, Yu-Gi-Oh, and all that. So I do kind of need to make a little space over here since all these other boxes are here. Some are pops that I'm selling, and then some of the other pops from my collection and all that, which I do actually have a Whatnot auction coming up on April 15th. I'm going to be giving away a bunch of stuff. I'm also going to be selling a bunch of pops, anime, Marvel, and all that. I will link that down below if you guys want to bookmark that show. I'll probably have over 100 pops and $200 plus in giveaways. So bookmark that show. But let's go to move these boxes over here for now to make some rooms. We do actually have an empty box here that we will be filling up. Do not eat the box, Euphemia. And then I gotta clear out all these pops that are actually being sold on the stream, so give me 1 second. All right, all cleared out now. We have the space to walk around here, and we have a lot of pops to put back in the boxes. Let's start with the easy shelf again, I guess. Over here, Hunter x Hunter's were fairly easy. I actually need to replace this. I don't know if you guys can kind of see that, but he's missing one of his little things, but it is what it is. I'll get to it eventually. Let's go ahead and put him back in. This is a set that I haven't paid too much attention to just because, they haven't really put out too much for Hunter x Hunter lately, other than that last Phantom Troop wave, and that's it. And then the next expected wave is Hunter x Hunter characters sitting down. And from what I heard about this wave, it is nothing extravagant. It is quite literally just the character sitting down. I don't know how many people are going to be interested in this wave when there's so many other characters that deserve pops. This just seems like a casual style kind of wave, just for newer. I don't know what they're going for here, but it is weird. This is a great little piece. I actually had, I think it was the second one ever signed for Merum, which was really cool. And Max Middleman, he's a great guy. If you ever get the chance to meet him, he's also the voice of Saitama, as well as King from Seven Deadly Sins. So he's a ton of great voices. I'm a level with you guys. I actually forgot this Killua was signed. I had it on its side the whole time. I forgot I got this Godspeed sign. I think it was the first ever Godspeed sign since AAA sent me the sample for it. So we're done with the Hunter x Hunter shelf, but I am missing his box. It is somewhere in that closet. I have no idea where. It maybe could be down there, but I doubt it. It's probably in the closet. Okay, so the good news is I found a ton of the boxes I needed for Dragon Ball as well as Naruto. The bad news is I could not find Gon's box just yet, so I have no idea where it is. But even more good news, I finally found the Upside Down Spider-Man box. It was in an anime box for some reason. Okay, so these shelves desperately need to be dusted here, or cleaned, I guess. Technically, I'm not really dusting. I'm terrible at dusting. This was one of the worst things about doing out of box, is the dust that collects around the pops and everything. So just be weary of that, of course. I do not know where your box is, but you're such a cool pop, so you're just gonna stay right there for now. Okay, I don't even know where to I guess I'm gonna do Bleach next. Maybe I should take it shelf by shelf, to be honest. Okay, we're gonna do our Bleach next. I think it's better to just pull all the pops out first. and make some room to grab the boxes. I do have more Bleach Pops than this. I don't know how much you can see. Let me double check that. Let me turn the camera a little bit. There you go. But yeah, this is pretty much a majority of my Bleach collection, and then I have like 3 or 4 more over there because I got my Aizen Chase, Kenpachi, and a couple things. Hanging without base stands are great because then I don't have to dust off the base stand or attach and like detach and all that. I can just throw it in really quick, just like that. We got the Ichigo Chase there. Great piece here. This is probably AAA Anime's like one of their best-selling pops like ever, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Let me know if you guys are like moving, or are you guys like cleaning up your collections? Like, what do you do when you watch the videos? Do you eat? Because I'm a person who likes to eat and watch stuff, like eat and watch TV or eat and watch a YouTube video and all that. So I'm just curious what people do when they do you like clean up with me as I do this and like watch, or do you just kind of chill on your couch and watch? Okay, a second shelf, or third shelf, I guess technically, is now done, so that is great. Down here we do have Tokyo Ghoul as well as Black Clover at the bottom. So let me adjust the camera so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so a little bit of a tight space here with all the boxes. Here comes the Orange Menace. How are you doing? Listen, I gotta do pop boxes right now. Here, lay right here. There you go. I don't know if you guys can still see her, but she's laying right here. Okay, so we have my Tokyo Ghoul collection. I only have one side in this collection here, which is Toka there. Unfortunately, didn't get to meet the voice actor, get that signed. I did buy it off a Whatnot auction like 2 years ago or something like that. Oh, this one's already in the box. So I actually think I might get rid of the Chrome Kaneki in this set, just because I just realized I don't need it. I do have a complete Tokyo Ghoul set, or at least the original set, but I truthfully just don't need this Chrome one. I just had it because I wanted to complete the set, but at this point, I'm not really doing any complete sets anymore. I can't do it anymore. I don't have it in me. Financially, it's just a drain, and then mentally, it's like, oh my gosh, I cannot keep up, especially with lines like One Piece and Dragon Ball. It's not worth it anymore. It doesn't make me happy to do that anymore. It's more stress, I do feel like, personally. So with that, it's just not, I think when you're collecting something like this, and my wife says this a lot, that it should just bring you joy. And a lot of you guys say this in the comments too, like it should be bringing you joy, not stress. So focusing on getting every single variation, glow in the dark, metallic, flocked, every chase, every exclusive is just draining me mentally. I don't want to do it anymore, if that makes sense to you guys. Okay, let's go to do Rize here. Oh, I actually only have one from Tokyo Ghoul Re just because I love the Juzo pop. So I did pick up that one. I still haven't fully watched Tokyo Ghoul Re. I just don't really have much of an interest. But I did want the Juzo pop at minimum from that wave. Alright, so... Oh, wait, this is not Juzo. This is... Oh, Rize. Oh, no, that's Juzo's. This is the problem. I end up having so many base stands with out-of-box pops because sometimes I just lose track, because not every pop actually needs its base stand. Some can just stand just fine. So this is where I run into this issue, so give me 1 second. Okay, that problem has been resolved. Let's go ahead and keep going here. We have Eto here. Very hard to find the official sticker for that one. Fun fact. Let me know if anybody collects the Tokyo Ghoul set, and how many do you have, or are you currently after? This whole set's really hard to find. Today, this would be considered a premium pop, and they would charge you $20. Like, no joke. So, glad that this is from 2018. Alright, we got Ken Kanekis here, we got the Chrome and the normal, and that pretty much wraps up our shelf, so let me finish these up. So since I'm sure some of you guys that really collect your mint boxes were like cringing because these weren't in pop protectors, I just put protectors on all the Tokyo Ghouls, so do not worry. Now I think I'm going to do Black Clover off camera solely because it's all the way down here, so it's just a really awkward camera angle. Hello. Oh my god, you are all the way in the camera. They do not need to see you in 4K. But just in case you were curious what I have in the collection, this is pretty much a majority of my collection, and I might have maybe 1 or 2, like, off camera here that you guys aren't seeing, but yeah, this is most of my collection. Okay, so all finished with this. Just a quick little wipe down here. This could use a little bit of a better job. I actually realized I need to put these in the box too. This is a quick box update too, if you guys were curious. We pretty much filled it almost nearly with this entire shelf. Okay, so moving on to the other shelves, the great thing about these shelves is that the bottom, there's not much to do. But then we get to the top. Oh my gosh. Now, something I forgot to mention actually is that I'm actually recording this video around 1 a.m. currently. It's almost 2 a.m. now, but while I am a little bit tired and it might show on my face some, I hate recording videos when I'm tired, but sometimes I just have this weird motivation to record at like 1 a.m. or when I get stuck on something I want to do or like a video topic I want to record, I'll record it even though I'm like looking a little tired. So don't worry, I'm not unwell or anything. I'm just dumb. I don't go to sleep when I'm supposed to. I'm just dumb, okay? I'm not unwell. I'm just dumb. I won't lie. I forgot how heavy this Winged Dragon of Raw pop is. If you have it, pick it up. You might be surprised. Okay, so let's throw this one back in the box. Every time I see this, I love Exodia so much. It is just so perfect. I think this would go crazy as a metallic pop. I don't think, well, I mean, with the chains, it probably makes sense. I don't think most of it, some of it, but like majority would make sense, but maybe like a metallic red eye. I don't know. There's some pops I'm willing to accept a metallic on, even if it doesn't make sense, but most they do not make any sense anyway, so it's okay. So all of these bigger pops are now back in their boxes. I won't put it in with those just because I want it to sit flush with all the 4-inch pops. I'll probably have to get another box solely for 4-inch pops because I still have all of these, those up there, and then some for the Attack on Titan set and Dragon Ball set, so those should all fit pretty comfortably in their own box. So we are going to dip over to Attack on Titan really quickly and take down these 6-inch boxes. So I don't have too many of the Titans, unfortunately. I would like Armor Titan, but they're coming out with a 10-inch one. And I'm sure that's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see a revamped one, so there's no point of spending $250 on the old one, you know, if the new one's probably going to look leagues better. My favorite girl from Attack on Titan, one of my favorite characters too. Of course, I gotta have her Titan. I actually don't have too many pops from the Attack on Titan set. I wanted to go rather light on it. Even though I finished the anime, I do like the anime. It's just, I don't really need all the pops, unless it's like really cool characters, obviously. So, I guess I'll just go ahead and get started on the rest of the set too, because there's not too many up here. So I have like the Amazon Aaron one. Again, I don't even know why I have the metallic variation of this, but I have it. Here's another pretty great Attack on Titan pop. I love Annie and the crystal there. Not a moment I ever thought they would make, but it turned out pretty great in pop form. Surprised they didn't try to make this glow either. Comes in this obnoxiously big box though. If I can get it out. If I can. There we go. So as we go along here, guys, I am very curious. What is a collection of pops or trading cards or just anything really you collect that you are currently working on? If I had to say for pops, I want to get more Grails. I'm working on Walking Dead. I think that's actually a pretty good one. I want to get a majority of the Bloody variations. So far, I only have Rick. I would like to get a Bloody Negan, Bloody Maggie, Bloody Glenn, and probably the Carl too. So like I want to focus on more of the Grails of the Walking Dead versus having them all, because the Grails are just some really nice pieces in that set. So that's kind of what I'm going for, but I'm curious what you guys are after right now. Alrighty, down to our final Attack on Titan pop here, the Beast Titan. Curious why they don't upscale him as well. I think he would sell very well again if they kind of like remade him, because obviously not everybody has like $150, $120 to spend on the Beast Titan, but I think like a nice like flocked, another like 6-inch or like a 10-inch version of this would be really cool. And maybe him kind of like throwing a rock or something with red eyes. I think they could really do a lot with the Beast Titan. But at the same time, there's not a lot going on with Attack on Titan right now, other than like, you know, people making edits or things like that. The story's done, so making a full-scale line again is kind of like, eh. But we do have at least one more line coming. After that, I have no idea if they're going to do any more. Alright, we're going to try to tackle some of this this Naruto here. Try to take some of these down. Oh, this doesn't come off the stand, that's right. This one does, though. Wait, does it? Am I crazy? No, it doesn't. I don't want to rip that off by accident. Alright, so we got a couple Grails up here. We have the pre-release Naruto. We got the Kaguya there. And then I do have a signed Tsunade here by the voice actor, which is pretty cool. She's great if you ever get the chance to meet her. I kind of want to stick most of the Naruto together, but I have a little bit of space. I can fit 3, 6, like 6 more pops in that box. I have a couple miscellaneous ones I can probably throw down there, actually. yeah, actually I have a black Clover. I have Cat Dog here. It's a fun little one that's in my collection if you don't know. The reason I have in my collection, actually, I have some Nickelodeon, but do I? No, I definitely have more other cartoons than Nickelodeon, but my sister, this was the only pop that she's ever given me, and it was years ago. It was probably like early in collecting, probably 2019 maybe? Maybe 2019, maybe not. It was definitely before 2020. But yeah, she gave me this a long time ago, and I've had it ever since. So yeah, so we can throw these miscellaneous ones in there. Do I have any more I can throw in there? This is all Dragon Ball and Naruto I kind of want to keep together. I'll find something to put in there. Alrighty, so off camera, I decided to get rid of majority of these 6-inch pops there just because there were a lot of them. They were taking up a lot of space. So I kind of want to just get that out of the way. I am down to one of my last like little deluxes here. Well, I have to put these back. Where are they? The Naruto and Teiichi ones. But other than that, I pretty much got a majority of the bigger pops, and I'll show you that box in a second. But I just wanted to show off this pop one more time because this is such a beautiful piece. I love this so much. And they have yet to top that Gojo in the JJK set so far. That new Kato looks really great, but I don't think it tops this hollow purple moment. Or deluxe. It's basically like a little moment. This is such an insane piece. And this is definitely an out-of-box display all the time. Alrighty, let me give you a little update here. So obviously there were pops all across the top there. Those are all gone. I'm sure it's very dusty up there, might I add. We have these little Dragon Ball like little minifigures, which are pretty cool, that somebody sent over a while back. We got King Kai back there, so I got to clean all that up. That's pretty much empty. This is mostly empty. And I got to get the box for her to put her back. Then these are pretty much empty, so we're just working on the rest of this. And then down there, hello, Yuffie. You want to say hi? She's tired. She's like, why are we not sleeping? And yeah, we got down there, and those just got to go in a box as is, which is perfect. Those won't take much time at all. And this is what this box is looking like. This is pretty much a majority of the 6-inch, 2-packs and all that. I'll pack it a little better off camera, but we've pretty much fit a lot in this bigger, kind of like larger Home Depot box. So update after the hyperlapse here, it is another sea of pops just like the Spider-Man. And I went ahead and put up the boxes upright just so they're, you know, easy to grab basically for whatever one I'm looking for. So check it out. I started filling in the pops that were already in this box here. Lo and behold, I found Gon's box finally. But yeah, right now we're just kind of doing a grab and kind of place situation here. Nothing too crazy. I'm going to finish this off camera. There's not too much. Alrighty, so we're sitting close to about half full here. I am hoping the rest of this fits in here. I'm a little worried though. It's getting a little weird though because I'm starting to hear more and more echo as I start putting away all the pops, because that was basically kind of like the soundproofing for this room other than the carpet. Without all these shelves, it's just my voice bouncing off all the walls. So I went ahead and did this portion just as a hyperlapse because it was another 45 minutes of me just putting everything back in the boxes, and I didn't want to waste you guys' time of me just, you know, standing there putting things back. But yeah, that's pretty much all this section is, and then shortly after this we're gonna wrap up the video, so just doing last minute things right here. But go ahead and just enjoy the rest of this hyperlapse of me moving at super speed and putting all these back. So here's an overview of the studio right now. It is some mess to say the least. I kind of organized this box a little bit. I got a brand new box because we ran out of room in this one for the other Dragon Ball. And I finished this in that time lapse just because it was going to take way too long outside of it. Now, I put the little minifigures in a pop protector. I don't know where I'm going to put that. Maybe throw some bubble wrap on it and call it a day. And then I don't have boxes for these. I definitely don't have boxes for these. I have no idea where Nanami's box went. Like, oh, well, sorry, Nanami. But yeah, I have no idea where that went. So the next step here is to put all of these pops in that box. Okay, so I've been messing around with this box a little bit, filling some things in there. So we have like the wooden ones in there. That's the Fairly Odd Parents. I'm still kind of filling the space for the most part. So I packed up that statue, which was up there. We're going to do these full shelves another day. But yeah, I'm just trying to put in little things to fill in the space so nothing's moving around like crazy. I just filled it with some other miscellaneous pops I had. So I guess that pretty much wraps it up for this box in particular. Okay, so all the boxes are now taped up outside of this one because I can still fit probably like 15 or so pops in there. So I'll probably tape that up in the next episode. However, we finished all 3 shelves tonight. This project took way longer than I thought it was going to, but we did in fact finish. Now in the next episode, we will be tackling the grails down there. We'll take down this artwork, and then we'll take down all of the One Piece. And then probably the bottom rows of these shelves, maybe, just because I don't think the video will be too long if we do that. But maybe we could also clear out the closet and clean that up because there's a lot going on in there too. But the reason I can't tear down this too much is solely because this is where I record, so I still need a little bit of a background for a few weeks. However, we can definitely at least tear down the bottom. What's really nice, though, is when I was mentioning Echo earlier, there's so many of these giant boxes in here that they're kind of filling the space a little bit, which is really nice. But I'll probably move these out of here because I'm, again, having the auction on the 15th, so I'll need a little space in here. But yeah, it's getting pretty crazy. We now have 5 shelves pretty much empty. And yeah, I miss it already. I miss the collection. I worked so hard on it, and now it's all in these ugly boxes. Anyways, though, guys, it's about 4 a.m. at this point, so I definitely need to get to bed. Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly do appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like on this video and comment down below if you want to see a part 3 ASAP. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.